Good evening. Now your STV News, including the headlines for air. The chairman of NHS Tayside has stepped down after ministers were forced to intervene in the running of the Health Board. Health Secretary Shona Robison had asked Professor John Connell to consider his position after it emerged public donations had been used to fund new technology. She says the position of the organisation's chief executive, Linda McClay, is also untenable. The board has received emergency loans from the Scottish Government.
They weren't making enough progress quickly enough and issues kept arising. So my judgment is that we've come to the end of the process in terms of the escalation of NHS Tayside, and really the only course of action left to us is to replace the leadership.
This has taken a long time for Shona Robison to get to this point. Audit Scotland have warned her, the Audit Committee have warned her. I've asked her about it in the Chamber. I just wonder why it's taken so long.
A sugar tax on soft drinks has come into force across Britain. It's hoped the higher prices will lead to a decline in obesity. However, when surveyed, fewer than 4 in 10 consumers in Scotland said the tax would encourage them to cut back on sugary products. On day 2 of the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games, it was a family affair as Scottish siblings Katie and John Archibald both picked up medals in their cycling events. Katie won gold in the women's 3,000 metre individual pursuit, while John took silver in the men's 4,000 pursuit, just an hour after his younger sister's velodrome success. And the main headlines in air this evening. North Ayrshire Council says a decision is yet to be made on proposals to demolish its high-rise flats following the Grenfell disaster. The local authority could replace blocks in Irvine and Saltcoats with modern homes. And motorists are facing disruption this weekend as work starts to resurface the A78 at Largs North. It's part of a £1 million programme which will take place in 3 separate stages. Well, that's all for now. Remember to join us for the STV News at 6 in your area. But first, it's time for a look at the weather forecast. Have a good evening. Goodbye.
TUI sponsors STV Weather. TUI sponsors STV Weather.